inspire. Everybody can inspire, but not everybody inspires. And the greatest people inspire us. You can inspire if you learn how in this video.
It's my East China. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of House Business Channel, where I discuss only business and you can do business directly with me, called My Ace TV, and you can check it out right here. This channel is my personal contribution channel where I'll be giving you exceptional values on business, personal finance, personal development, and life success. And I'll be doing that with a lot of fun because my one word is fun. And I always seek, teach, inspire, create, collaborate. You can just call me the contributor. Join the exceptional 5% that will watch this video to the end because you're very special people and you're rare. Welcome on board. Let's learn to grow rich together. Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your. And today's quote says, the less you start with, the longer and more you have to endure. The bigger you end up with, the more inspiring your story. Many of the wastage of inspiration is when people say it's too hard, when people say I don't know anything, when people say I have nothing, when people say it's taking too long. But those are seeds of inspiration that we are wasting. And there are 6 seeds of inspiration that if you can dare work on them, dare endure and see them through to the end, and dare turn them to abundance, you will be an inspiration and you'll be able to inspire. And these are the 6 secrets that if you can see through, you become an inspiration. The first is starting with nothing. Most people are afraid of starting with nothing, but the stock of inspiration is starting with nothing. Inspiration is not when you start with $1 million and make $1 billion. How many people will fail when they have $1 million? Almost anybody can succeed with $1 million. Inspiration is when you start with no dollar and you're able to build it to $1 billion. You become an inspiration, like John D. Rockefeller, who started with nothing and little schooling and started working at a very young age of 12 and worked his way from salary to capitalism, and from little capitalism to building the biggest oil company in America in the 19th century that had to be broken up in 1914 in the early 20th century into 34 companies because his monopoly of his company and his trust was the biggest monopoly America had ever experienced. And he went along to become the first billionaire in America and the richest man in the world, of course, then. So starting with nothing builds such inspiration. The second is keeping to build when it's impossible to build. Sir Lord Wright said the human race built most notably when difficulties and challenges was most against them. When the going gets tough, the weak stop building and the inspiration and inspirers start building. Finding a way to build, whether your character, build your business, build your company, build anything when it is impossible to build anything, is the way to inspire. Check all the companies that started during depression or during COVID or during a recession. Those are the greatest companies in the world that inspire us because they started building in times of difficulty. The third is keeping to your heart. The greatest thing to lose in the face of adversity, especially when things are not going right, is your heart. Those that keep their heart and keep their composure and able to lead with heart and work with heart become an inspiration. Like Winston Churchill, who during the Second World War never lost heart, but galvanized the whole nation of Britain with his heartfelt speeches that galvanized not only his heart, but the heart of the armies of England and led them to victory. The fourth secret to an inspiring life is keeping to character. Character is so important that
Martin Luther King Jr. said the test of the character of a man is not where he stands in times of convenience, but where he stands in the times of controversy. When the controversies and the vicissitudes of life are hitting at you, it is the shield of character that you build that will shield you from all this and make you stand out and inspire those of us that are looking up to you. And the fifth secret to an inspiring life is to keeping to growing. To continue to grow even in the face of adversity is the greatest inspiration that you can give to the world. Many people stop growing when the going gets tough. But when the going gets tough, the tough keep growing. It's like a seed you plant in a rocky soil. The shoot trying to come out from the soil will look for ways to find and go around every resistance until it breaks through and breaks forth out of the surface, and you will see the testimony of what has been growing beneath. So growing in the midst of adversities is so important that I myself, when I found this for me to be an inspiration, now have a quote that I don't go through adversities, I grow through adversities. And the final and the greatest secret to be an inspiration is love. And one of the greatest examples of love is Nelson Mandela, and that's what made him a living legend and an inspiration to all of us, even after he's long gone, because he was incarcerated by the white supremacists in South Africa, but he came out, first thing he did was to forgive those that incarcerated him and forgave all the white people and united South America. And he not only became an inspiration to South Africa and Africa, he became an inspiration to the rest of the world. So if you can go through, build these 6 things and live these 6 secrets of starting with nothing and believing you can build, and keeping to the building when the odds are against you, keeping to your heart when everything is against you and putting your heart in it in the face of difficulty, keeping to character in the face of difficulty when you can compromise character, especially times of controversy, keeping to growth and growing through adversities, and keeping to love and loving the unlovable, especially the love of forgiving your enemies. Then you build an inspiring life and you become an inspiration. Stop ignoring these 6 things today and your life will be inspiring. Because remember, our quote for the day says, the less you start with, the longer and more you have to endure, the bigger you end up with, the more inspiring your story. So tell me in the comments below, which of these was very hard for you or is very hard for you to do as you are trying to build an inspiring life? For me, the greatest for me was not losing my heart, because going through experiences, especially the unjust judicial system in Nigeria, where you are treated as guilty until proven innocent, where owing or being in debt is a civil matter, but it is treated as a criminal matter. With all that, I still didn't lose my heart and came out with my heart not just intact, but more heart and more goodwill than going into adversity. That is the greatest thing for me that makes my life an inspiration. So I would like to know which is the hardest thing for you in these 6 secrets that will be hard for you to do to make your life inspiring. So this is not just the test of inspiration. If you want to see how to also pass the test of success and how to be unstoppable, click on the video above and I'll see you on the other side.
This is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional and I deeply love and appreciate you. Don't just watch to learn, watch to take action. And the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.